Marty Schupak and the Youth Sports Club is proud to present the Advanced Toss and Batting Tees Drills video. This program will go into some of the most efficient drills that players can do in their own backyard or in any confined area. Soft toss and batting tee drills are used by many of the best hitters in the world. Having a variety of these drills will keep youth players focused and stimulated. In baseball, as well as in all sports, good habits can be developed just as easily as bad habits. The coach or parent's goal should be to develop batting habits that will work throughout the player's life. The information given in this program will only work if parents and coaches of youth players teach, practice, and reinforce. Hitting improvement is almost a guarantee for those who follow this program. As always, Marty Schupak and the Youth Sports Club encourage improve as individuals, improve as a team, and have fun. 1. Soft toss from the side. In this drill, the coach will kneel opposite the batter at about a 45-degree angle and toss a baseball for the batter to hit into a tarp. It's important that the tosser shows the ball to the hitter, then comes down with it before coming back up to toss the ball. The drop is important because that is the loading time for the batter to take a step forward before the swing. In addition to the load, the drop will help the hitter get into a rhythm. It's important when hitting into a screen that hard balls are not used. Pickle balls, rag balls, or any soft-covered baseballs are preferable. Even professional baseball players take soft toss consistently because it promotes good mechanics, like balance, rotating the hips, keeping the eye on the ball, following through, and proper rhythm for hitting. For younger players, the soft toss from the side drill is a great way to condition one's eye-hand coordination. 2. One-handed drill. In this toss drill, the player will swing with one hand. First, the player will use his bottom hand alone, taking the top hand off the bat before making contact with the ball. Using only the bottom hand, the hitter will try to stay inside the baseball and be short to the ball, meaning a short, compact swing. When using the top hand or right hand, the extension is very important. The top hand will come down into the hitting zone, obviously higher than the bottom hand. Players must take a short swing into the hitting zone. This drill is excellent for complete focus and bat control. 3. One-hand batting tee. Similar to the one-handed toss drill, the hitter is now hitting off the batting tee, using one hand at a time. In this drill, it is imperative that players should use a light bat, because it's harder to maintain control of the bat using only one hand. Again, while swinging with only the bottom hand, the swing should be short and compact. And when using only the top hand, getting good extension on the swing is very important. As a general rule, when hitting off a tee, batters want to swing down at the ball and drive the ball into the tarp. Don't think that young kids can't do this drill. Just adjust the drill according to the player's age. There's nothing wrong with using a bigger ball for young kids. 4. Small ball toss. Using small targets, such as balls smaller than a regular-sized baseball, is a great way to really keep the batter focused. Using wiffle or plastic balls will force the batter to alter his swing to make contact, as he must zone in on a smaller target. Again, the tosser should come down with his hand first before bringing it up, so the batter can load and get into a rhythm. Coaches and parents should be creative and use these small balls on the batting tee as well. Players should not feel bad about swinging and missing. This drill takes a lot of practice, but will pay dividends come game time, as a regular-sized baseball will look like a beach ball compared to the small plastic ball in practice. 5. 2-ball high-low toss.
Low.
Maintaining focus and concentration is of the utmost importance in hitting a baseball.
High.
In the high-low toss drill, the tosser will toss 2 balls together and then yell either high or low.
High.
The batter has to react in a split second, recognizing which ball is the high one and which is the low one.
Low.
He swings at the one the tosser called out.
High.
This is a great drill to practice concentration and adjusting to the pitch.
High.
The tosser should not call high-low in a specific pattern, but instead mix it up, like calling the same command more than one time in a row. And remember, coaches need to reinforce all the basic hitting fundamentals with every drill.
Low.
6. 2-ball color toss. Similar to the high-low drill is the 2-ball color toss drill. In this drill, we'll see 2 sets of different colored balls. Again, soft-covered balls are recommended when hitting against a fence, wall, or tarp, as pictured here.
White.
The tosser will toss the 2 balls and will call one of the 2 colors.
Yellow.
The hitter must recognize which color he has to hit and swing at that ball.
Yellow.
Players should try to focus on hitting the tarp on a line drive.
Yellow.
7. 2-ball middle.
High. Middle.
When doing the 2-ball high-low toss, a real challenge is to yell out middle.
Middle.
And the hitter must try to swing his bat between both of the balls without making contact with either one.
Low. Middle.
The tosser can call out high, low, and middle in any order.
Middle. High.
The tosser can also make the space between the high ball and the low ball as narrow or as wide as he feels the hitter can handle.
High.
The drill can progress to a 3-ball toss.
Middle.
When the tosser calls middle, the hitter will swing at the middle ball. A drill like this might seem very difficult for youth players. Remember that players of all ages love to be challenged.
Low.
Encourage youth players to try this challenging variation of the high-low drill.
Middle.
8. 1-hand top, high-low.
Low.
Combining a couple of these drills is a good idea, but coaches should always lead up to the harder drills.
High.
This drill combines using one hand with the 2-ball high-low drill. It will be hard for the hitter to do all things correctly at first. You can start with the simple objective of just trying to hit the designated ball. Then, the batter can focus more on technique and hitting the ball to the right location. In this drill, the young players might have a tendency to swing more with the arms, just trying to hit the right ball.
Low.
Make sure the hitter is rotating their hips with an explosion toward the ball.
Low.
9. 1-hand bottom, high-low.
Low.
After the player uses his top hand, do the same drill with the bottom hand.
High.
When using the bottom hand, players must take a short swing into the hitting zone. Remember to start the toss with a downward motion so the hitter can establish his rhythm.
Low.
Again, with younger players, making contact with the baseball is the initial objective.
Low.
Coaches or parents can then work on technique, but just a little at a time.
High.
10. 1-hand, top and bottom, with color balls.
Yellow.
This drill combines the 2-color ball drill with the one-handed drill shown earlier.
Yellow.
The hitter can start with the bottom hand.
White.
The tosser will call out the color of the ball for the batter to hit.
Yellow.
After some repetitions, the hitter can switch to the top hand. After the player has some good repetitions
White.
with each hand, go back to using both hands.
Yellow.
Of course, if you feel one of these one-handed toss drills is hurting the batter's swing, then don't
Yellow.
do it. Hitting is so mechanical,
White.
and if something puts the swing out of sync, then it should be discarded.
White.
11. Chair drill. One of the most common flaws of young hitters is swinging with an uppercut. Many think that by uppercutting, they have a better chance of hitting a long ball. With the chair drill, we set up a chair with the back part away from the batting tee. If the batter hits the top of the chair, he is swinging incorrectly. We want the batter to swing in a downward angle or motion with the bat. Coaches should work on eliminating the uppercut with younger players before it becomes a habit, and this is a great drill to accomplish that. 12. Two-tee drill. Similar to the previous drill, we put a second tee 6 to 10 inches higher than the tee with the ball. If the batter hits the back tee, he is not swinging with a high to low motion. Players should be taught to hit the top half of the baseball. Swinging high to low will result in more line drives and ground balls during the game. Younger players should not be discouraged if they hit the back of the tee from time to time. It's all part of the learning process. 13. Multiple tee drill. In this drill, line up 3 batting tees in a row in front of a tarp. The batter must go from tee to tee, set himself, and hit the ball. A coach or parent should replace the balls as they are hit. The player will rotate through all 3 tees again. An entire team can rotate in and out of this drill with time limits set. The challenge for the hitter in this drill is getting into the hitting mode from one tee to the next after swinging. This is more of a challenge drill than gaining any type of long-term benefit. But proper fundamentals should be promoted. Kids love this. And remember that kids at any age love challenges. Coaches can even have 2 sets of competing multiple tees, whereby 2 players will compete against one another to see who can hit the most balls at the designated target in a certain amount of time. 14. Recycle bin drill. This drill was first introduced to young t-ball players as another way to stimulate them while hitting off a batting tee. Take any recycle bin and go through it, taking out any breakable or dangerous items. This is like any other toss drill, but the coach or parent tosses the remaining plastic items from the recycle bin. The players will try to hit the object the same way they hit a ball. This drill provides the hitters with a change of pace by using things other than a ball and is a fan favorite among youth players. 15. Target tee drill. Set up 4 targets on a tarp, wall, or fence. Here we're using shipping envelopes. Written on the bottom 2 is single. Written on the top 2 is home run. The batter will try to hit the target. If he hits the single target, then he puts a runner on base and gets to stay up at bat. If he hits the home run target, he records a home run and drives in any runners that might have been on base by hitting the single target. If the batter misses any of the 4 targets, he is out. The side is retired, and a new batter gets up. Each batter only gets 1 out to play with.
Home run. Home run. 3-0.
The batter who can score the most runs in a predetermined amount of innings wins the game. This is a fun way to get hitters to practice driving the ball to the middle of the field.
3-2. Out. Top of the second.
16. Eyes shut toss.
Now.
Hitting is reacting to a pitch thrown. Experienced batters have to adjust their swings according to the type of pitch that is coming to home plate. In this drill, the coach tosses a ball and the player keeps his eyes shut.
Now.
When the coach or parent yells "now," The hitter will then open his eyes,
Now.
reacting to where the ball is and hitting it.
Now.
The hit load action is effective,
Now.
but in this drill, we just want the batter to react and make contact
Now.
with the ball. This drill can
Now.
be a challenge for younger players, but they will enjoy this
Now.
method of trying to adjust their swing late to a pitch.
Now.
17. Compact swing. In this drill, a tall tee is placed behind the main tee and slightly in towards the batter. In order for the batter to swing without hitting the back tee, he must shorten his swing, giving the batter a more direct route to the ball. As players get older, they will face better pitching that will require sound hitting mechanics. Having a short, compact swing is vital to a hitter's success. Among other benefits, having a short swing enables the hitter to start their swing later, which can lead to better two-strike hitting, better opposite field hitting, and more success with off-speed pitches. The sooner youth hitters develop a consistent, short stroke, the better position they'll be for long-term success at the plate. 18. High tee drill. In this drill, the coach places a tee on top of a bucket to give the batter a different eye level when hitting the ball. Not all pitches are perfectly belt high, and batters at a young age must know how to adjust their swing accordingly. Just because a pitch might be high does not mean the batter should uppercut at the ball. The hitter should still attack the ball on a level plane. Players can do all of these drills with both hands, and then alternating between letting go of the bat with both the top and bottom hands. 19. Correct balance. Balance is a huge part of all sports. In baseball, a hitter needs to be balanced throughout the complete swing process. Young players sometimes are off balance after swinging at the baseball. Many times a hitter will lunge at a ball or fall off the ball. Without proper balance, the player will not be able to stay in a good position to be on top of the ball with weight distributed from back foot to front foot. In this drill, the player must swing and hold his position and count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
We are trying to teach the hitter how important maintaining balance is throughout the swing.
1, 2, 3.
20. Back toss drill. In this drill, the coach or parent is tossing the ball from behind the hitter. The hitter looks back and tracks the ball and swings when he thinks the ball is exactly in his hitting zone. This drill helps focus on timing and hitting the ball in the correct spot. Remember, we always want to keep our hands inside the ball. This drill will be awkward at first if you haven't done it before, but after a few reps, you'll start to get the hang of it. You can also make this a reaction type drill with the batter looking forward and hitting the ball as soon as he sees it. Ideally, you want the hitter to track the ball as it comes through the strike zone. 21. Big ball drill. Place a bathroom plunger inside the batting tee so you can rest a large ball on top of it. This will give younger kids who are having trouble making clean contact with a regular-sized baseball a larger target to make contact with. Using a larger ball is a great way to repeat some of the previous drills for those who had trouble with them using the normal-sized baseball. This drill also reinforces that hands must be kept close to the body when swinging in order to hit the ball up the middle. A common flaw is for the arms to move away from the body. 22. Clap drill. In this drill, we are breaking down 2 skills, the stride and the swing.
That's it.
On the first clap, the batter strides. Breaking down the batter's swing in 2 steps, we make sure the batter is striding correctly and not overstriding with a lunge forward. On the second clap, the batter will
That's it.
swing. This drill is also excellent for older players learning to hit the curveball or the changeup. The batter is learning to hold up on his swing while maintaining balance throughout the entire move. 23. Train drill. In the train drill, the hitter is moving forward toward the tee and swinging using the momentum of his three-step stride. Make sure when you are moving forward, the back foot moves first and that the upper body is kept still, so the back shoulder does not move or dip down. You can move a few ways. You can shuffle or move with the back foot going behind the front foot. If the hitter is comfortable with the tee, the coach can make this a progression drill by having him stride up to a soft toss ball. This drill helps the batter get the feel of hip rotation. This drill is excellent to work on rhythm and timing. 24. Distraction drill. Hitting a ball with the bat requires a lot of skill, but concentration and focus are of the utmost importance. In the distraction drill, the job of the players surrounding the hitter is to be loud and obnoxious. The batter has to focus hard on hitting the ball amongst all the commotion. We want the batter to be relaxed, but focused on the task at hand. It is important for batters to be present in the moment when getting into the batter's box without outside distractions affecting the at-bat. During games, there can be many distractions, and here we are simulating those distractions. 25. Dry bean drill. How many times do coaches turn their backs at practice and then catch some of their players hitting rocks off their bats into the field? Working with small targets can be beneficial. A small plastic golf ball works well with a soft toss. We also tried items from the recycle bin. How about dry beans? They are small and require a lot of focus. But young kids love variety, and the size of the beans makes it imperative for the hitter to focus on the target. Coaches should make sure to have all the hitters spread out when performing this drill to prevent any chance of injury. 26. Target drill. Hula hoop. Young players love challenges. Here, there's a hula hoop set up in front of the tarp. The challenge for the hitters is to hit the ball off the batting tee through the hula hoop. This will be easier for some than for others, but it's a great way to practice hitting up the middle. Another twist to this drill is to put a ball on top of a tee resting on a plunger, and the batter not only has to hit the ball through the hoop, but he must try and knock the kickball from the top of the batting tee, making the target even smaller for the batter to aim for. This can be made into a game. The coach can award 1 point for getting the ball through the hoop and 2 points for knocking down the ball. 27. Target drill. Hit ball off tee. Another great target drill is to have the hitter aim to knock down one of 2 kickballs from parallel tees in front of a tarp. The batter can have 3 tries to knock down both kickballs, or can be challenged to knock down both balls in a predetermined amount of time. All of these target drills are a great way to get the hitter used to picking spots to aim for when trying to get a hit. Making the space narrower for the batter is a challenge, but will yield better bat control in games.
Good.
28. Target drill. Hitting between 2 tees. In this drill, 2 extra batting tees are set up on top of a bucket with long poles coming out from the top of them. They are placed about 3 feet apart from one another and act as field goal posts for the hitter to try to hit the ball between. Directional and target hitting is tough, but kids love challenges. Coaches can continue to move the 2 tees closer to one another to make the hitting between the tees harder and harder. Players can also try hitting between the 2 tees from one distance and then back up a few feet if successful. They can see how far back they can go and still hit between the targets. 29. Yes, no.
Yes. Yes.
Batters need to be proficient at recognizing balls and strikes in games.
No.
Swinging at bad pitches is very common in youth
No.
sports. This very important concept can be practiced in a toss
No.
drill called yes-no.
Yes.
The tosser will toss both strikes
Yes.
and balls. The batter will call out either yes
No.
or no, depending on whether the ball is a strike or a
No.
ball.
No.
On a yes, the batter will
Yes.
swing his bat.
Yes.
On a no, the hitter recognizes the bad pitch
Yes.
and doesn't swing.
No.
He should still step,
No.
but keep his hands back. The
Yes.
tosser can mix up tossing good and bad pitches.
Yes.
Again, this is another challenging
Yes.
drill that strives to keep the hitter 100% focused on the task at hand.
No. Yes.
30. Hitting on one knee. The one knee drill is excellent for isolating different parts of the body and their use in the swing. This drill takes away the legs and emphasizes the upper part of the body. The right-handed batter will be kneeling on his right knee. We are looking to improve the quickness and the power of the upper body, and also emphasize a good waist and hip rotation when attacking the ball. Players can also do this drill with one hand. Try first using the upper hand while staying on one knee, then switch to the bottom hand. Though we are focusing on the upper part of the body, the batter will feel his hips moving. This drill teaches young players that hitting a baseball uses the whole body. 31. Fake toss, hit off tee. This is a great drill that helps with a batter's patience, timing, and concentration. If the tosser tosses a ball, the batter must swing at it. If the tosser fakes the toss, the batter then resets himself, walks up to the tee, and hits the ball off the tee. By making the hitter wait to see if the tosser tosses a ball before getting into a load position, it promotes staying relaxed and waiting for the ball to come to the hitter instead of lunging at a pitch that may not even come. A relaxed hitter is a dangerous hitter, and the best way to stay relaxed is to stay balanced. 32. Cone drill. Parents and coaches should be creative. Here we're showing that a substitute for a regular batting tee is a large caution cone. The pickleball fits right on top of the hole on the top of the cone. Flexibility is important when using different props, and players and coaches should not be discouraged from doing any of the drills in this video if they do not have access to a batting tee. Cones, stacked boxes, or any other home apparatus can be used to replace a batting tee. 33. Tee, toss, tee. In this drill, two tees are set up with balls approximately 10 feet from one another, perpendicular to the tarp. First, the batter will hit the ball off the tee furthest from the tarp. A tosser will then toss the ball to the batter as he shuffles in between the two tees. After hitting the tossed ball, the batter will then hit a third ball off the closest tee. This drill allows for a lot of repetitions in a short period of time. All of the hitting fundamentals, like proper balance and keeping the bat in the hitting zone, should be emphasized. Tossers should let the hitter set himself before making a toss. 34. Front toss from deck. Remember that no two baseballs ever come in exactly the same way. Not every pitch will be belt high. We showed tossing from behind and from the side. Here we are using the deck and tossing the pickleball down toward the hitter. Even though this setup won't happen in games, a drill like this will get the batter to change his eye level when locating and swinging at a ball. Getting players comfortable changing their eye plane will make them better hitters in games. This drill also forces the batter to wait for the ball to come to them. Hitters shouldn't jump up to hit the falling ball. They should be patient and wait for the ball to fall into their hitting zone. Batters should maintain the same level swing no matter where the pitch is thrown. 35. Toss in all directions. This is a challenging drill for hitters. Toss in all directions is set up with 4 tossers, one on each side of the hitter, one behind, and one on top of the deck. If you don't have a deck to use, 3 tossers will work just as well. The tosser on the deck could even be replaced with a ball and tee in front of a tarp. The tossers will take turns tossing the ball to the batter. They should call out "me" before tossing the ball so the batter knows where the next pitch will come from. The hitter has to react to each ball. It shouldn't matter from what angle the ball is being tossed. Once the ball gets into the same hitting zone, the player should swing. Tossers can rotate in the same order or can have a predetermined pattern that the hitter is unaware of. 36. Stepping in the bucket. With young players, a righty hitter will many times move his front foot toward third base instead of toward the pitcher. Coaches or parents should take 2 pieces of 2x4 about 36 inches long and put 1 piece on each side of the player's feet. This will force him not to step toward third base with his front foot. The hitter's foot should always be stepping toward the pitcher for optimal balance. Remember that in hitting, if one thing is out of sync, it will diminish the batter's chance of getting a good hit. 37. Cinder block drill. In the cinder block drill, a coach sets up a 4-inch cinder block on the ground in front of the hitter. The coach will then bounce a tennis ball off the cinder block. The batter must wait for the ball to be in a good hitting zone and then hit it into the tarp. Any drill providing the batter with an alternate look at a pitch is a beneficial drill. If you do not have access to a cinder block, any flat, bouncy surface will do. This is a great drill to do on a street or off a blacktop surface like a driveway. 38. Hitting against a wall. If you live in an urban neighborhood and don't have access to a tarp, doing soft toss against a wall is a great way to practice your swings. Players should not be hitting hard balls against a brick wall. A great replacement is to tape rags into a ball. This rag ball is a safe substitute. Any number of the previous drills, like the color toss or the 3-ball toss, can be used with rag balls against a brick wall. Coaches and parents should not use lack of equipment or their environment to discourage practice. All it takes is a little creativity, and players can practice hitting anywhere on a budget. 39. Pull or opposite field.
Pull.
An advanced hitting drill for skilled players is to teach them to either pull the ball or hit to the opposite field on command. It sounds difficult, but coaches should challenge their players to learn how to direct the ball. Put a strip of duct tape down the center of the tarp, which represents the middle of the field. For a right-handed batter, pulling the ball would be hitting to the left of the tape. Hitting to the opposite field would be going to the right side of the tape. The tosser will call out either pull or opposite. The batter must try to hit to whichever side the tosser calls out. Learning to direct the ball will lead to great situational hitting during games. For example, when there's a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs, batters should try to hit to the right side of the field to move the runners over or score a runner from third base. Hitters should also be comfortable with taking outside pitches to the opposite field and pulling inside pitches. Hitting a ball to where it was thrown is very important for situational hitting and making productive at-bats. 40. High-low. This is a variation of the previous drill and the earlier high-low drill. Young players will progress with their baseball skills differently. This is a drill that some players may get and others may not. Run a strip of duct tape horizontally across the tarp. Tossers will either call out high or low. On the high command, the player must hit the ball above the tape. On the low command, the player must hit the ball below the tape. These are great drills for
Low.
working on bat control. 41. 4 spots.
2.
This drill combines the
4.
high, low, and pull opposite drill.
1. 3.
4 quadrants are set up using
2.
crisscrossing pieces of duct tape. The 4 quadrants can be
1.
labeled 1 through 4 clockwise,
1.
starting with the top left quadrant.
4.
The tosser will
4.
call out which quadrant to aim for, and the
4.
batter will try to hit into the corresponding quadrant.
4. 3.
This is a highly skilled drill, but a lot of fun
2.
for young players to try. Again, bat control
1.
is the major skill being worked on in
2.
this drill.
4.
42. Moving target. This is a fun and challenging drill for youth players. 2 people toss a moving object back and forth in front of the hitting zone. Here they are tossing a large frisbee. The hitter has to time his swing and try to hit the moving object with the ball. Kids love this target practice drill. Hitters should wait until the target is about to enter the hitting zone before swinging. It's all about timing. If the hitter isn't stepping straight ahead or doesn't have the proper balance, he won't be able to drive the ball straight at the target. A drill like this is a great way to end any practice. 43. Variety drill. This is another great drill to end any practice. It is set up like an obstacle course with many stations that the participants must complete in a predetermined amount of time. At the first station, the player must knock down a cone by throwing a ball at
There
it.
you go, Christian.
This practices throwing accuracy. The player then runs to the second station where he hits a ball off a tee, and then he must hit a tossed ball, trying to knock down a kickball. This drill could be made into a competition between teams. Any drill that combines different skills in a fun way is a great way to teach kids basic hitting fundamentals. The Advanced Toss and Batting Tee Drills video shows some of the best individual hitting drills that baseball and softball players can do in the smallest of confined areas. The importance of repetition is made easier and more enjoyable with these drills for players who love hitting. If you are a parent or a coach in any recreational or competitive league and practice these drills, you'll be sure to see noticeable results over a period of time. So, let's grab our batting tees and hit a weight.